Warning, I chain smoke and I say fuck a lot, but I accept myself for the way I am. I accept you too. Viewer discretion advised. So I hadn't been able to look into Crazy Days and Nights for a while, but I looked today, and holy shit. CrazyDaysandNights.net, Thursday, February 1st, 2018, blind item number 13, Truth Will Out, a hymn blind. This will hardly be a blind to those who've been here for years. But when you've known the truth all this time and are no longer bound by the promises you made due to their impending exposure and someone's approval, you can start to tell others. It's not the crime that gets you, it's the cover-up. The night this actress, a longtime A-lister, and her husband, probably permanent A-minus lister just because of his television and movie history and name, got together with this other actor, permanent A-minus list, mostly movie actor, was the epitome of tragic. She mocked him and threatened to cuckold him. Including about something she caught him doing years before, which caused their split. That alone would have destroyed his career and life. The fight was epic. The guest really did leave for bed, though he heard it all happen, as did the worker on board. The hubby was so drunk and angry, he really didn't remember it all. But according to his memories, and those long silent guests, this is what happened. Just the two of them, yelling and shoving. She retreated indoors. He went in after her. When she got back outside, she demanded to be taken home. Already had her coat on. She said she would call her lawyer and he could stay behind. Since the house and money were hers, she'd get the kids too. She had had it with him, his cheating, his drinking, and pouting. He wasn't going to let her go at all. He actually reached to grab her when she pulled away, slipped and fell. He could have saved her right there. That would have been easy and could have just been a spat. But he mocked her. She screamed and yelled, begging for help. He taunted her. The guest came to see what was happening, tried to help. The hubby told him she was just playing hysterics for attention. She could save herself, he said. He escorted the guest back inside forcibly. She continued out there cold, screaming for several minutes. The worker had been yelling to her he'd help her. He banged on the hubby's door. He was told to go to bed and mind his own damn business. The three men argued. Then they realized she wasn't screaming anymore. Hubby panicked and they all went out to try to find her. She'd given up and was already gone. They said it happened so fast, maybe in drunk time, but in reality it was over 20 minutes. These three drunk men, very drunk and high, nothing they did worked. The guest demanded to call for help or be taken home. The hubby threatened him, said he was part of it too. The hubby sat outside for hours drinking heavily, crying. The scarred, weak, and stoned worker finally took him inside when he passed out. When they awoke, they knew how deep shit they were in. They tried to get their story straight. If one went down, they all would. The first call they placed was to wake up a legendary Hollywood attorney/fixer. Wait a minute, a fixer? Like Pulp Fiction?
You're Jimmy, right? This is your house?
Sure is.
I'm Winston Wolfe. I solve problems.
Good, we got one.
So I heard. May I come in?
Yeah, please do.
They're not talking about Paul Ziffren, are they?
What happened is she went downstairs in the boat to the master bedroom, and RJ thought she was going to sleep.
Blue Bloods behind Bush and Dukakis, July 29, 1988. Clark Rand, Hong Kong representative to the Democratic National Committee's law firm of Gibson, Dunn, Crutcher handles Bush's fundraising in Asia. The firm is directed by lifelong DNC figure, mob lawyer, Paul Ziffren. He in turn called permanent A-plus list singer, who is really a friend to this actress.
Natalie Wood was buried Wednesday in a quiet ceremony. The services were attended by close friends in the Hollywood community. Frank Sinatra.
The hubby confessed it all to him. It was the booze, the anger. He never thought she was in that much danger. He pled for mercy. The legendary singer-actor was angry, but he understood how it could happen. The cover-up began instantly. There were tons of leaks in their story, but anytime a discrepancy popped up, the powers that be were reminded they were elected officials and stopped digging because it won't bring her back. You have no idea how powerful the A-plus list singer and his legal and illegal pals were in those days. They even had the White House, not to mention City Hall. No local yokels were gonna make waves. Besides, the hubby was so destroyed. And he really was. He tried suicide many times. He confessed to his daughters, which nearly destroyed one of them. But they too realized that all this time later would not bring her back. But people knew the truth. They spoke on the record. Even with varying degrees of murder or manslaughter, it's the cover-up that'll get you. So no matter the final outcome of the case, even all this time, he doesn't have long to live naturally. But that cover-up, a lot of them are still around. The one long silent guest, not so silent. He too is up in age and cleared his conscience. Thing is, he did it in 1985. It's been on record since then. Way past time for this to come out. It's tragic to those young ladies now, but truth will out always. So apparently Christopher Walken talked in 1985, 4 years later. And it still took 36 fucking years, or excuse me, 32 fucking years from that date to consider Robert Wagner a person of interest. What the fuck?
Well, I've always been terrified, still am, of water, dark water, sea water, or, river water.
Fucking stoned.